How's everybody doing? We got, tonight is BDS night. BDS night. Boxes, envelopes, stories.
Where did that thing go again? Off again, didn't it?
Hey, Sigrid, if you've got a couple minutes, can you put Rachel in the litter box?
Oh, I already did.
Oh, you did? Cool. Okay. We're looking for tiki, dark gray, little, all gray, sage gray.
Here.
She's got a bad eye. We gotta really get cleaning on again. I hope everybody's doing good. Yep, we've got meds for Sarah is in her tummy.
Sarah.
Farrah.
Sarah. I was gonna say, who's Sarah?
And Love Bugs, you're the cat of Terry.
Who's crying?
It's gonna be easy tonight, Love Bug.
It's crying over here.
Oh, so sorry about that, Miss Al, but I'm glad you're on. I'm doing great, Zena. Oh, Queen. Oh, Georgie was pretty cute, wasn't he? Oh, Ginseng, he tips everybody over, doesn't he? Yeah, it's hard not to just get in there and help Rachel, but we're pretty good about letting him do what he wants to do. Yeah, we have a few stories tonight. Yeah, my foot is all better as long as the kitties don't trip me up. Thank you for asking. That's right, Pika. That's right. I'm doing great, Maddie.
Let's see. I
Yeah, if we need a nest sign.
I gotta check out the kids out. Yeah, I haven't done it.
Yeah, except I feel so bad for the FedEx guy. He left his dolly here, and he had to come back. I feel so bad for him. His wrap is okay on him, isn't it, Sigrid? Yeah, his wrap is okay. Yeah, for some reason, that wrap is slipping today. I don't know why.
It's on there.
Thank you, Canton.
Do dogs need put out, or?
They probably do, because when Michelle and family was here, it was sprinkling. That is Zelda. Okay, well now I'm caught up now. So we have one box and we have a few envelopes, and then we're going to continue on our Earth Angel Week. And for the Feliz Navidad fun. Did we get a new rescue today? How do you guys know these things? I don't understand. You guys are smart. We have 2 little kitties in, but they're not very good. So I just would rather wait until we can't even test them. They're too little, too dehydrated, too sick. So yeah, you guys are like hawks. So we're just going to kind of leave them hang. Well, they're not leaving hanging. They're all nice and toasty warm. We're trying to keep them get them more hydrated. Oh, thank you, Lizmo. Yeah. So let's yeah, you guys hear everything. I swear you do. You guys all must have stethoscopes on. Okay, well let's get this one open.
Not yet. I was gonna wait.
Okay, yeah, we didn't find
at the same time. He's standing out there.
Tiki is like this gray, but
I found
those. Oh, you did. How's your eye?
Those wipes wasn't really doing it, so I got a damn warm damp one. Yeah, that did better.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, Zelda.
Let's see. I got.
So we have. Yeah. And whoops, oh my goodness gracious. Now, what do you think you are doing? Huh? What do you think you're doing coming up here? Here. Now you can come. There you go. Okay. Love Bug, if you're ready.
I got this stuff now.
Oh, we got good food. Here, why don't you stand from the wing there? Oh, wow. You're right. There's 25 items in here. There's a whole bunch of items. Oh, have you guys had these? These are those M&M snack mix They're the M&M's dark chocolate with the crunchy pretzels in them. These are really good. Yeah. Are those okay? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I know I gave you a reason.
Which one? Did you hear that? Isn't that yum? And Werther's, I like these. Yeah, those are really good. My favorite M&Ms are the peanut butter, of course, peanut butter. Oh, look at here. Look at these Wobbler cat toys. We're going to give these Wobbler cat toys to the Wobbler baby. Yep, these are just right up DeRachel's alley. Hey, Sigrid, do you think you could open these up for DeRachel? DeRachel, you're going to get, all right, you guys, you're going to get a couple new things here. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
There really is a lot of stuff in here. There's a, oh, here's our card. Yay.
Now let's see, just a little bit of food for
Oh.
the babies out
There's
there.
some stickers. Aren't those cute? Those are really cute stickers. And let's see here. Oh, there's one for Earth Angels. Oh, check out that cute picture. Oh, gosh. This is from, this is from Penny V. This is from Penny V, who lives in Ohio. And Penny has a love bug. If you could put that this is a donation for Earth Angels. And it says, it's good to have friends you can lean on. I think that's our motto song here. And it says, please give Timothy Covey Moss some angel kisses. Oh, that is so cute. Penny, I will do that. And Penny, thank you for your support of Earth Angels on that. I will add your check in to the total tonight that we're going to do. We're going to do a total tonight. And a Hoops and Yo-Yo card. It says nothing special to say, just... Nothing special to say, just hi, 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 hello. I save all these. Okay, we'll wait till it's done, Simpson. You know, when we have our carnival, we're going to have Hoops and Yo-Yo's going to make a presentation, or not a presentation, they're going to be present at it also. And it says, hope everything arrives safely, a little something for the puppies and volunteers also, Penny V. Penny, thank you. So the volunteers have some, I call it the TLC candy, so they've got the candy, and, oh, Penny, these are for the doggies. There's 4 of these. Oh yeah, they certainly will like these. These are the Beneful Party Roasters. Thank you. They will love this. Maybe Janie will eat better. Should we just put those down there at the bottom? Okay. Yeah. And I think we have room in there for these. Then, and then there's probably, let's say, 12.5 of the Fancy Feast, and these are the Gravy Lovers. You can always tell, see, I'm an expert at this. It's the brown label, Gravy Lovers. And then there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the purple. Penny, you got a deal on these. Wow, on the Fancy Feast appetizers. You're a good buyer. Yeah, and this is the kind that it's the white meat, chicken, and shredded beef that our Bondi eats a lot. She's eating like 3 of these a day now. Can you believe that? Remember when she would maybe eat part of one, and then we had to coax her and coax her, so she's doing really good. I keep worrying about her getting bored out there in the office, so I check on her every time I go in and out, and she seems to be just fine. If we can open up Thumper's door, then she can cruise around in there, but she sleeps a lot. So, Penny, thank you for all the gravy lovers and the appetizers. This is a big hit. We'll just leave a cigarette to those.
Yeah.
That's Ginseng, you're way too much help. You are way too much help. And come here. You want up here, Fifi? Come on, I'll help you. There we go. Okay. Oh, here's a friend of ours. This is Sophie and Lucy's dad. Are you going to help me, Pete? Get it, Ginseng. Oh, Sophie and Lucy's dad sent a whole bunch of coupons. Thank you. We'll put those in Diane's slot there. I saw 2 different people going through the coupons today. And this is for the Earth Angels. It's, you know, we use that name Earth Angels for so many years with our clinic. I got to get in a different frame of mind for that. Let's see here.
No.
Oh, this is Cat Lover 14, and Cat Lover, thank you for this. I will add this to our amount tonight. Put that over there with pennies. Yeah, and this is from Goss, and I think this is coupons. Coupons. Yep, it's coupons. She wrote it on the outside. So we got 2 envelopes with coupons. And where's Badu? We love you. To let Sandra A know from Ohio that your check arrived from Earth Angels. I know people like to know when that your checks have made it safely. So I will add that in tonight. It's kind of nice. Now we're getting the checks. We can add these in as well. And this one is from Sherman and Sarah S. Another one from Ohio. Ohio's on tonight. Oh, there's a little sticker. God bless you and thank you. Aw. Ladybugs. And this says, oh, this is a family who adopted Faith. It has been a week since we picked up our little Faith. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you are doing and the dedication of your volunteers. We truly love Faith and enjoy her so much. Our buddy boy has finally warmed up to her, and it is so precious to watch them play and how he seems to watch over her. I really was worried about him the first few days, but he is doing so well with her. We sent a picture of Faith to Amanda with my husband. She is laying on his belly, sleeping. She seems to be there more often than not. Our ride home was much better than we expected. Again, we can't thank you enough for our little friend. Thank you so much. God bless. And this is from the family then that adopted Faith. I love hearing from the people, and you know, when we get the answer back that they've adjusted quickly and that they fit right in and that there's lots of love there and everything's great, I breathe a big sigh of relief because I always have to know that they're doing okay. And also, it just reinforces that idea that that's why we don't cage. We don't cage because I like them to be out here with us and to get to know people and well, it's, you know, it's when you go in places and you adopt them from places where they're caged at, they say it takes 7 to 10 days to acclimate normally for a cat to get used to a new home because everything's new to them. But here, these cats are usually right in the groove of it 24 to 48 hours. And, boy, I just don't think I could stand it if I knew I had to wait 7 to 10 days to hear back that they were okay. So we will continue yet socializing our kitty cats. Right, Fifi? Yeah. This is from our good friend Jody from Michigan. Jody here is a big help to her local rescue center. Look at that. There's a kitty in bed with the sling on the leg and traction. And the magazine he's reading says kitty. Aw, you'll pounce back in no time. Oh, this is sweet. It says, I saw this card and couldn't resist. Hope your ankle feels better. Oh, Jody Ann and Marissa, thank you. That's so sweet. And gosh, boy, we're going to have to get up to show Marissa's baby. It says, Marissa's kittens. She was only a baby herself when she had them in, 2005. Okay, you got to get up for a minute, but if you stay right here, I will get you right back on that lap, okay? Just give me 1 minute. I got to show them. So, yeah, Jody helps her local rescue. And check out these babies. Oh, my golly. Whoops, wait till it focuses. Jody Ann. Oh, there you are, Jody Ann. Hi. These kitties are gorgeous. Says she was only a baby herself when she had them in 2005. The black kitties are Bert and Raven. The Siamese pointed kitties is Yo-Yo and Francesca. And then this one is Mariska the Diva. Gosh, she's gorgeous, Jody Ann. And this is Marissa and her water fountain. Thank you, Jody Ann. That's your girl. I like her little white lock there. Thank you for the card too, Jody Ann. That's pretty cool. I hope all the kitties and the cats there at your rescue center gets good homes and gets adopted. And I know you spend a lot of time, a lot of effort there, and I think that's pretty cool. So thank you for doing that. I think it's nice. I need to get a little drink. He's over. Yeah, I said I need to get it.
Sweet and salty. I don't think I've ever had any of these.
You know, I wanted to talk to everybody about the Earth Angels, and then we'll get our new total.
Jackie, your mom's here.
My mom? Oh my gosh. Her friends brought her.
Hi.
My mom, friends of my mom and dad's came and got my mom, took her out to supper tonight. I can't believe she came out. Hi. Can somebody tell me so I can tell Mom? And
We can't see them, but they can see us. Oh, for God's sake.
so right now there's 521 people on there.
From all over the world. 521
watching that picture.
I need to go outside. Over there, way high.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so these are friends of my mom and my dad. Oh, 526 now, Phyllis. We just jumped outside.
Tell them hi.
Well, they heard you. Yep, and they're telling you hi, Mom. They know my mom. Hi, everybody. There she is. Where'd you go eat?
There's all kinds of cats here, I'll tell you.
Where'd you go eat?
All different kinds.
McDonald's?
McDonald's. Yeah.
McDonald's, Mom's favorite. McDonald's.
The fish.
Where they good. Without cheese. And pickles on the side. That's what my mom likes.
A little surgery.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay while they're looking around. We'll tell these.
Well,
Yeah, oh no, don't get my mom started. They wanted to know a Jackie story. She's sworn to secrecy.
Yeah. When she come home from grade school every day, if the kitty didn't follow her, she'd drive her home.
well, what's going on?
I drive home a lot of kitties, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let me get that big old white box out of our room.
Oh, yes, she does. Oh, yes, she does.
She's
All
gotta
different
come home
kinds
with
of colors.
me. Fifi, she does love you.
Every
As soon as I get my situation, I think Chico comes home with me. But you know, one thing my mom would do for me is, I think I told you guys this once. I used to collect toads. I love toads and frogs, but mostly toads. And sometimes I would find where there was hundreds of toads all hatched out, and whoops, Badu's a little grump. I do them. Can you watch? And on the big toads, like this, my mom would crochet a little harness on a long leash so I could walk around while the toad was hopping around. And then at night, I would always release all the all of the toads, usually down at our fort grounds. I think we populated those really well down there. Yeah. Oh, you did, Lizmo. And then my dad, no matter what kind of animal I found when I was a little girl, my dad would always make a pin for it, no matter what it was. He would make me a pin. And you know, I used to do 10 years of wildlife rehabbing, and you're licensed to do that. But when I was a little girl, oh gosh, any little thing I would find that had a broken leg or a broken wing or whatever, I would take home, and my dad would help me, you know, put a splint or put a whatever on. He would always help me, and then we would release everything. I know now, knowing now what I know, you know, I shouldn't have done that. I should have turned it over to a rehabber, but I didn't know that. But my dad always would build me a pin to accommodate whatever it was. So, yeah, I loved all that. I've got, yeah. Well, I wanted to pass on a few things for you. Curious George. Do very many of you remember Curious George? Curious George, yep, some of you do. He was a Colby. He was a Cat's Cove kitty, and he was a really, really, really cool boy. He unfortunately did pass away last year, but he had it made here, and I will always remember Curious George because he's one of the few cats that I did the rescue on. Normally people bring them here and then we take care of them, and it's rare that I've ever really found a kitty, but I'm the one that brought Curious George here to the rescue center. I used to help out at our local shelter, and they had a room that was designated for the cats that were going to be euthanized next. Mom, you want to sit down there?
Yeah. I wanted to show Jack Phyllis's kitty.
Oh. Here, Phyllis.
Phyllis.
We have a very special little friend. And so I would go in that room to help clean and, you know, take care of the kitties and that. And I opened this cat's door, and most of the kitties in there were not very friendly and just was scared. This cat just came right out. He came right up on my leg and was doing the thing like that, like what Graciela does. And he was so bone thin, you could take your fingers and go down his back. He was so thin. And he was so friendly, and he was going to be euthanized because there just wasn't enough room. So I went and got a crate, and I put him in it and tucked him in my truck and said he was coming home with me. So realizing he had been an outdoor kitty and he did like to spray, he became immediately a Cat's Cove kitty, and was neutered right away, and he stayed down there. So Curious George went from this skinny to this big in not a very long time. He loved to eat, loved to eat. And he was just a really cool boy. Unfortunately, probably about 3 years maybe before he passed away, he developed some skin cancer on his nose. And it was real small at first, and gradually it settled over his mask here and up his face a little bit, but then it stopped. But unfortunately, too, it started growing inwards. Was never painful to him. He still ate to the very last day. But the last few days of his life, he was starting to have a little trouble with his breathing, and it was suggested by our vet that, you know, that we needed to euthanize him before it got to the point where he was in real trouble. Yep, it got into his sinuses. But we medicated him, treated him for it. We didn't do the cancer route meds, but we kept it clean, and there were other meds that would help with the inflammation of it, and soreness meds, and so we did help him. So he was a cat that depended on some of you Earth Angel people to help us with these kind of things for our Cat's Cove. Yeah, yep. Just like that. Yep, they answer. I read them. Yeah, just like Val said, we gave him a good life until the end, and then his quality of life was no longer there. We had him probably for about 4 or 5 years, maybe. I didn't write his dates down, but he was a happy boy, and he loved to groom everybody's faces down there in Cat's Cove. He was just a real hunk of a big boy. So we called him Sea George. I called him Curious George at first because he had to have his nose in everything that was going on here out there in the Cat's Cove. So he was a cool boy. Somebody asked me one time, because it's always so hard to keep up with the medical bills, why don't we raise our adoption fee? Our adoption fee is $90, and that is a far cry of what we put into them. And so we do go into the hole on every single cat that we adopt out, but I can't adopt them out for $300. I can't adopt them out for $200. People don't do it. Cat's High adoption fees in this whole area were probably the highest, and I will not lower it, and I don't want to go higher than that because 90 is about where we seem to be to draw the people in, but know that they can take care of them. This is the thing that bugs me to pieces. There are a lot of shelters who will offer cats on special weeks or months. Oh, that's nice to see, Bug. Special runs, they call them around here, and they will do like 2 for $25 or buy one get one free. And I will never do that. I will never do that. These cats are worth every single penny of that and way more. And I will never, to me, that's demeaning the value of these cats by lowering it. And I will never do that. Oh, see, in our area, we're pretty rural, and we would never be able to do that. Our shelter, our local shelter, I think does 55 or 60, somewhere in there. And this is not a nice story to tell, but this is the other reason why we will never lower our prices. And I tell people when they do put ads in the paper, never put them in for free cats. There are people who live in this area, and I'm sure we're not an isolated case, but there are people in this area who go around and collect cats, free cats, and they make the big presents of, oh yes, it's going to be my pet and going to be in my home and all that. And they don't do that. They go to labs. They collect them, they crate them, and they put them in. I know this happened. I just had an experience with it again today. They stack them up until they get so many, and then they cart them off to a laboratory. And God only knows what they do at these laboratories. But those people, the lab people, pay the person who brings them in, I think it's like $10, $15 a cat. So it happens, yeah, and it does happen everywhere. So we're not isolated in that. So I tell people, never put your cat up. That's right, Madison Pepper. Don't ever put your cat up as a free cat. Never do it. You know, if you don't want to charge anything, at least put at least 50, and then when you know by checking references that they really are good people, then if you want to do cheaper, that's fine. Right, Craigslist, yeah, yikes. So these cats will never, ever, ever have to worry about that. So I wanted to go over a couple of things, and then I've got something that I have never read before. I loved it, and one of our webcam friends sent it to me today, and I want to read this, but I wanted to tell you a few stories first. We had 3 cats in the last year who, yeah, these were all 3 in the last year, and a lot of you will remember these, but we're going to do a refresher on them. These were 3 cats that had come in, and all 4 had come in with 4 legs, or all 3 had come in with 4 legs, and they left with 3 legs. So these are the 3-legged knights. Yeah, it's true, Gemini. So the first one was KW. Do you all remember KW last year? I know Raza is listening. KW was a tiger white kitty. He arrived here May of 11, and he was adopted in December, right before New Year's Eve. He was a tripod, and his name was KW. He was a hit by car, and it was his front right leg. So what happens sometimes is when these cats get hit on this, let's say this right shoulder, it's a slam and a twist, and it tears that radial nerve that goes down. That's why Mariska and McLovin here have 3 legs, because they also got slammed in the right shoulder, tore their radial nerve. Then there's no feeling. The leg is completely limp. You can take whatever and pinch the heck out of their toes. Absolutely no pain. That's why when these cats come in like that, they act like everything's hunky-dory because it doesn't hurt. Other than, you know, the possible bruising and that up there. But the leg itself is not in pain. So that was KW. And does anybody remember where he went to, what state he went to? Yeah, he's the one who went to Nebraska. Yeah, he's the one that went to Nebraska. He was a cool cat. He was handsome. And so he arrived here in '59, and he was adopted still that year. Yeah, his special made collar. I don't know. On KW, we don't know if he was actually thrown out of a car or hit by a car. So then the next one is one of our all-time favorites here, is Black and White. I saw his name up there already. No, wasn't Remo, but well, Pacino. Pacino was went to a family that also adopted Kauai. Do you remember Kauai? Pacino is the one that pretty much broke my heart. He had been adopted as a baby with 4 legs, and he went to somebody's home. Now, when everybody adopts from here, they have to sign a paper that if they do not want this cat anymore, and I always tell people, I don't care if it's 2 days or 20 years, a good reason, bad reason, or no reason. If you don't want this cat anymore, I want him back. And that's part of the contract. They're supposed to bring him back here. But unfortunately, the people who had adopted Pacino didn't honor their contract, and they gave him away to someone else. He was not brought back here. So what happened to him was he was in this new home, and he got into the pipe underneath the sink. It was in, I don't remember if it was a house or trailer, it doesn't matter. But he got in it, and that night they heard him cry. They couldn't find him, and then they heard him crying and crying. Yeah, trailer, thank you, Meow. Heard him crying and crying, and they couldn't get to him. They knew he was in there, but they couldn't get to him. He was in there during the night, and then in the morning they found him outside. He had gotten out himself out of the pipe. When they picked him up, he had twisted and turned so much in there that he had fractured his back leg. So they brought him here because they didn't have any money to pay for his vet bill. And that was his rear right leg, and it was so bad that we got him into the vet 2 days after he arrived here because he needed some swelling reducement and some pain meds and just some relaxing time before he had his surgery. He was very traumatized by that. So he arrived here 11/18 of, he was then readopted on March 5 of 2011, and he had the rear right leg. But, you know, when I thought, no, it was just one. The other one was very sore, but it wasn't fractured. But his right one was fractured. But can you imagine the pressure that he had to have put on that leg, twisting and getting out of that pipe to have broken his leg? Yeah, that one broke my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yep, she will be.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, do you guys remember that? The family that wanted to adopt him, Jack Cat reminded me of that. They had stairs in their house, and in here, there's really no stairs to climb. So we would take him in the house, and we would have him practice going up and down the stairway. I'd forgotten about that, Jack Cat. Yeah, it was awful. It was really sad. So then the third cat that we had last year, and I already saw his name up there, was Xander. You all remember Xander? He was a cool cat. Do you want Phyllis?
I just, whenever she's ready.
Okay. Phyllis, whenever you're ready. Mom's ready.
Oh, okay.
She's sitting.
Okay.
Doing okay? Yeah. Okay. So Xander arrived March 24/11, and he was adopted 6/24/11, and he was a hit by car, and he went to Michigan. Yeah. She pushes. There you go. You got it. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, and I changed your hair appointment. It's on Friday. It's at 2:30 Friday, so we're okay. And Dad's face will be up tomorrow or Friday.
I'll wait around for it.
Yeah.
So it's
But they do have Dad's face.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I love the kitties. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Aw, Phyllis, do you like that little kitty?
What are you doing there?
bunk beds in there.
What are you doing
You
there?
can do it.
Oh,
Yes, I do. There's a little black and white kitten in there giving a bigger cat a bath.
Look at this one.
Yeah.
Shailing.
Okay, girl. This spot here.
Yeah.
She's a little chunk, isn't she?
Oh, she's
A lot of
dark.
times
She
if they're-
is.
If they're pure white, they'll be. have
She's not
two different-
blind.
yeah,
Deaf.
They'll have two different colored eyes and they're deaf.
Well, she's not though. She's got her hearing.
Yeah.
Oh,
She doesn't have the blue eyes.
Well, we had one that was deaf.
Yeah, and they do just fine, don't they?
Well, until
Bye, Jackie.
Okay,
dear. Thank you.
bye-bye.
Oh,
Thank you for bringing my mama out.
Anything good in there?
yeah, there's cat
Okay.
food.
So Xander was a friend, I guess you could say, that hung out at a factory. And there was one person there, if I remember right, that fed him.
Crispy.
And he really liked Xander.
No chocolate.
Well, one day he came up to the door and he wanted in really bad, and this guy noticed that his leg was broke.
Hi.
Xander's mom is on chat right now.
Oh, here's that.
Oh,
How's Xander doing? Yeah, Dagmar, I remember.
okay.
How is our boy doing? Oh, this is awesome that you're on tonight. Well, we're talking about him. Isn't he wonderful? Oh, will you give him a big old hug from me? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're on tonight for his story. Oh, David. Oh, thank you, Dave. Oh, Xander was really a cool cat. We just loved him. He was just an awesome cat. So he had arrived at that factory. The one guy would feed him and just really liked Xander. And the day then that he came up with that fractured leg, all the other people, I remember him telling me this, would just push him away from the door, just push him away while they were trying to go in. And Xander's trying to go in, they would push him away. So this guy got his supervisor and said, we have to do something about this cat. And so they brought him here. And he was just a huge lover right from the get-go. His femur was fractured. Don't know how. We probably assumed that it was a hit by car. But then he was adopted just 3 months after he got here to our friend's Dagmar. And he's doing wonderful. Oh, that's so cool that you guys are on. So, you know, even though we get cats we've had cats in the past where we've had to amputate a tail because it's been ran over by a tire and there's no feeling left to it, to cats that have been burned where it's left visible scars, to cats that have one eye.
Hey, Jackie, FedEx is out here.
Okay, just put it by the door, please. And to cats that have 3 legs. These cats do get adopted. They do get adopted. So, yeah, we've had so many of them. The story that I put in, did you all see the story on Facebook today about our girl that had very, very limited sight? They do get adopted, and they go to wonderful homes. And I know sometimes that people will come in and they'll say, oh, we want a kitty, but I just can't handle that.
Hi.
You know, a handicap. Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, I know what that is. Can Pat sign for me?
Yeah, anybody can.
Okay. Thank you. Is that all you have?
Yep.
Thank you. I know what that is.
all the time at work.
And then we have people who come in and say, it's okay with me. It's fine. And that's the kind of people that we want.
Okay.
Cool. That box that's on the table,
Oh, okay.
that's something for the carnival. It's more things. Oh, Pat, that's so heavy. Just sit it right here. Oh, Pat, I'm so sorry.
No.
I didn't know you were going to pick that up. Oh, I guess that's not as heavy
No,
as
it's
what
not
they
that.
said
It's
it
a
was
little
going to be.
awkward.
Yeah. So, that's right. You know, and I think, you know, when people, if we're, get a toe boo-boo, or like poor old me when I was so whiny about my foot, you know, it's like, oh, gosh, it hurts. You know, but then you take a cat and you do the same thing, and they just truck along. They're awesome. So these are all things that have influence.
Jackie, excuse me. How do you get to Kitty Castle?
Can you take them out? $16.99.
16.99.
$16.99. Yeah, we'll change it. Yeah.
16.99.
It's okay. You, Pat, you might have to help them. I'm sorry. Mom wants to show them Kitty Castle. But these are all cats that they never think of themselves as having a handicap. So, yes, honey. So, a webcam friend sent this to me today, and when I read it, it's like, I have to read this. And I have never read this before. I don't know how it ever got by me that I've never read this before. We've all heard of the Rainbow Bridge. When our kitties pass away, or our doggies or birds or whatever pass away, this is a rescue rainbow bridge, and a lot of you might have read this. I had not before, and yeah, that McLovin. So I'm going to read this, and I want you all to keep something in mind, that yes, we're a rescue here, but we're a rescue here, and you guys rescue us. And so you are also rescuers. Whether you donate financially, whether you donate by moral support, and trust me, your moral support is huge to me. Whether you vote, we just won that $1,000. Whether you do clicks, we get hundreds of dollars a month by your clicks. You are all a part of this rescue, and you are a rescuer yourself. So I got to read this. I love this, and this just fits right in with our Earth Angel theme. Unlike most days at the Rainbow Bridge, this day dawned cold and gray, damp as a swamp, and as dismal as could be imagined. All of the recent arrivals had no idea what to think, as they had never experienced a day like this before. But the animals who had been waiting for their beloved people knew exactly what was going on, and started to gather at the pathway leading to the bridge to watch. It wasn't long before an elderly animal came into view, head hung low and tail dragging. The other animals, the ones who had been there for a while, knew what his story was right away, for they had seen this happen far too often. He approached slowly, obviously in great emotional pain, but with no sign of injury or illness. Unlike all of the other animals waiting at the bridge, this animal had not been restored to youth and made healthy and vigorous again. As he walked toward the bridge, he watched all the other animals watching him. He knew he was out of place here, and the sooner he could cross over, the happier he would be. But alas, as he approached the bridge, he was barred by the appearance of an angel, who apologized, but told him that he would not be able to pass. Only those animals who were with their people could pass over the Rainbow Bridge. With no place else to turn to, the elderly animal turned towards the fields before the bridge and saw a group of other animals like himself, also elderly and infirm. They weren't playing, but rather simply laying on the green grass, forlornly staring out at the pathway leading to the bridge. And so he took his place among them, watching the pathway and waiting. One of the newest arrivals at the bridge didn't understand what he had just witnessed, and asked one of the animals that had been there for a while to explain it to him. You see, that poor animal was a rescue. He was turned into rescue, just as you see him now, an older animal with his fur graying and his eyes clouding. He never made it out of the rescue and passed on with only the love of his rescuer to comfort him as he left his earthly existence. Because he had no family to give his love to, he has no one to escort him across the bridge. The first animal thought about this for a minute and then asked, "So what will happen now?" And as he was about to receive his answer, the clouds parted and the gloom lifted. Approaching the bridge could be seen a single person among the older animals. A whole group was suddenly bathed in golden light, and they were all young and healthy again, just as they were in their prime. "Watch and see," said the second animal. A second group of animals from those waiting came down the pathway and bowed low as the person neared. At each bowed head, the person offered a pat on the head or a scratch behind the ears. The newly restored animals fell in line and followed him towards the bridge. They all crossed the bridge together. What happened? That was a rescuer. The animals you saw bowing in respect were those who found new homes because of his work. They will cross when their new families arrive. Those you saw restored were those who never found homes. When a rescuer arrives, they are allowed to perform one final act of rescue. They are allowed to escort those poor animals that they couldn't place on earth across the bridge. "I think I like rescuers," said the first animal. "So does God," was the reply, and the author of this is unknown. So you guys are all a part of this rescue center, so that makes you also a rescuer. And I appreciate you guys also very much. So I love that. I have never read that before. I really like that. So, yeah. So each day what we're going to do here, this next week, we're going to continue giving you stories. And I'll show, yeah, you guys are right. You guys rescued Percheron last night. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to treasure this story. And you know that book I keep saying I'm going to make? I'm putting this in it. So we're going to keep reading rescue stories at night for you all. And Canton is putting a story in every day on Facebook. And I'm adding one that I'm hoping the ones I'm adding now, like today's, are ones that you have never heard of. So we're going to just keep showing you these things, and these are the animals that are really reaping the benefit of what we're doing here. But also keep in mind that even the four-leggeds and the two eyes and the ones that have never been sick, they are also reaping the benefit of this, because we still have to do their tests, their worming, their physicals, their spay, their flea prevention, all the things that they need to get them to healthy so we can adopt them out. So let me get our new total. Yeah, I'm ready. Let me go get it. I don't know what it is either. I make myself not look at it during the day. So it's driving me crazy too. Yep, but Bubbles just told me today that she got her second package of the cards. So yeah, Pansy May was an awesome kitty. You are indeed the voices of those in need. Oh, woohoo! Oh, gosh. Are you babies all falling asleep? You are? Oh my gosh, I've never actually seen it. What? You haven't seen it? No, I've never seen it. Oh my gosh, that was so nice. I told your mom I was going to hang out there. Ah, she is pretty. Oh, there you are. Now you come to see me? Oh, now you come to see me.
Oh, you are such a love. You are such a love. Oh, I love you. Oh, no. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, Margie, I love bugs. I don't know this one's name, but it sure is a lovey. This one wants to come home with me too. Oh, what? What? Mm. Hmm? Hmm? Okay, cool. Well, I gotta do another water this baby. Yes, I do. I like it, yeah. Yes, I gotta do another one. I missed one. Yes, I did. I missed one. One-handed, huh? Yeah. Yeah, because we had it, so I just spelled it differently. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was great. Yeah. Yeah, I just spelled it different. Yeah. Okay, well then we'll, yep, everything's going good, yeah. All right, well, if I don't see you before, we'll see you Saturday morning then. Okay.
Da 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 da. Are we ready? Okay, we'll start it from the beginning. I'll give you a hint. There's a 4 involved. Okay. Aren't I tricky? Okay. Drum roll, here we go. This is the first night. Tuesday night, 7:30. We had 3,669. Last night, we had, at 8:30, we had 5,457. Wow. Isn't that amazing? And tonight, I put it down at 7:30. You ready? We have another 1,000 added to it. 6,418. And we haven't even, actually, I know a lot of our votes are, or a lot of our monies are coming in now already. But we're still going this week and next week. So, let's do this. Maybe somebody can get a cool picture of this. Okay, now, let's do it this way. Oh, yeah, this will work one more time. Okay, there. Whoops, here, hang on. Whoops, hang on. Let me do it. There. Can you get a screenshot? I know it. That's Red Heart. Can somebody get a screenshot? Are the, oh gosh, yes. Yes, these are only PayPal. Tomorrow I will, oh, thank you for that. I'm just sorry. I was going to add in the cash. I will do the cash tomorrow. Add it in tomorrow for a really cool total. Ooh. I'm not tall enough, yeah. Did you hear me do the cards today? Okay, I'm not sure if it was in there. I read the cards. So maybe tomorrow's. So there we go, guys. So okay. So we will, yep, we'll add all the cards that we get tomorrow and the ones I got today. I will add that to tomorrow's. Wanted to just tell you real quick too. The 2 new kitties, Tansy and Zorka, the brown tiger and the black, are doing really well. and they're doing really good. And I did talk to Dr. Darcy today about Bravo, and she's ready. She's ready to do the surgery on Bravo, Tansy, and Zorka. It's Tansi and Zorka, Zorka. No, we have a $90 adoption fee. Hi, baby. That was name a cat name from the catathon. Ouch.
No.
Well, I've got a board. Bubba. I was going to use that one, but I could do that. I could use that kitty. It'd be easier. I'll work on that. Yep. Actually, it's right by my desk. Good. Thank you, Bubba. So Dr. Darcy and I talked quite a bit about Bravo, and the staff and her have been talking about them, and they're just ready. They're ready to do it. She was worried about his post-op, how to handle that, because they have never done a double one like this either. But it's just not that. She's done lots of amputations, just not a double. Yeah, this is about Bravo. And I told her what we had. We've got that waterbed from Bella, and Diane had sent that memory foam bed mattress, and we're going to just pad the floor and have that like that, and then we'll put a quilt on top of that so we can change that as needed. No, I'm not ready yet. I'm going to oh yeah, I'm going to go with him, and I think they'll probably even let me stay in the room with him while they're doing the surgery. But so he's going to be fine. He's going to be great. He's such an awesome cat. And as you probably know, we weighed him just a couple of days ago, and he's 212 then. So he's rapidly gaining weight. What are you doing? So seems like I had one more question or one more thing to address. Flew out of my mind. Anybody got any quick press questions? Lots of prayers. His surgery is on Wednesday. Oh, hand sprinkle. That's an idea.
No, you guys can't go in there. No, don't go in there.
I'm going to have to think about that. Yes, after surgery he'll get antibiotics and he'll get any of the pain meds he needs. Absolutely not a problem. 2 in June's room are doing okay. They're hanging in there. The one is especially a lot friendlier because she's in heat. But now, so that helps. You know, it really does. So
Where is the other one?
Probably up at top. But they both came down today to me and was rubbing and purring and headbutting. So they're doing better. But I think that when we leave them out here, they're gonna revert back again to how they were when we put them in new rooms. Yeah, lots of prayers for our Bravo boy. Yeah. We won't. Somebody's telling me the cam went down.
Ow. What are you doing?
Hello?
You goofy.
I don't know what we were talking about before that happened. The kitties are just being ornery over there. So, anything pressing on anybody that we need to say anything more about? Yeah. That surgery is going to be an extended surgery. Actually, I got Fear's meds done. Oh, he was stuck. He was stuck. He couldn't get it off himself. For like a regular amputation, when we did lots of them, all of ours in here actually were done in when we had our clinic, would probably be to set up to getting off the table probably an hour. This one is going to be longer than that because the muscles are going to have to be done differently for him. what was it? Somebody said on there something today. I don't remember who it was that said it, but we were talking about the muscles on the thighs here are going to be built underneath him so that he has a little more padding. It was something about Duff the Buff, or what? Does anybody remember what that was? That was so darn cute. Cushy Tushy, that wasn't it, but that's cute too. That's cute, yeah. Cush for the tush. Too cute, yeah. Well, the muscles are, yeah, they're attached, but when they do the amputation, they'll be released from their attachment points. That's a big surgery.
Can I come too? Can I come too? Oh, I can't.
Oh, poor kitty. Okay, it's actually Emmeline. She's actually out of the house right now, and she doesn't like, who is that? Cyrilla right there by her face. Okay. No, this is a first for this vet. She's done lots and lots and lots of amputations, but not very many vets, I don't think, have done double amputations like this. Putter is still in the house. Oh my gosh, I put him out. I tell him, you got to go out for a little bit. So he comes out, sits over here for a little bit, and then goes back to the door. All right, well, I'm going to head in and call it a night. I know, it is scary a little bit, but he's going to be fine. And, you know, this is the thing why I love our vets. They are some of the most educated vets I have ever met anywhere. And they, you know, vets do so many hours a year that they have to do continued education. And I don't remember now what it is, but let's say if it's 12, these vets up there, they do like 6, 7 times that. They are forever doing more and more education programs. They're just always, they want to be top-notch vets, and they are. They're just awesome. And this is the other thing that I respect about them. When I call and ask questions, if they don't know, they will find the answer to it. They will explore and they will find the answer to it. And she really respects what we do here. We have a lot more cat volume, you know, than what they deal with. And and that's the other thing I like, is like if they say, well, why maybe do this, and I'll say, well, I've done that, but this is what happens. They know that we know what we're talking about because of the volume of cat that we do. And so then they'll say, well, okay, then if that doesn't work for you, then we need to try to do something else. So they listen to what we say here. We're a good team. Yeah. Yeah, no heads in buckets tonight. Jobo's story. I would have to get Jobo's history up. Dr. Darcy is doing it, and Dr. Pettigrew. Both of them's going to be there for it. Yeah, that's Octavia. Yeah. You know what? I'll write Jobo down and I'll look up his history. Oh, you do? Wow, Gucci, that's cool. Okay, I've got a crazy busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to get going here, and I don't know why that would be anything different, huh? Why would that be anything different, huh, Octavia? Okay, let's clean up our mess.
Okay, I never did see Badu.
Badu?
Like he's up high somewhere.
She wasn't here. I just saw her a little bit ago.
So she's the only one that didn't get fed
Some of her
special.
extra food? Okay, I don't worry about it.
Oh, what do you want? Okay. Let's see.